Alright, let's have a look around. And lots of smoke was dropped. That was me. He's moved forward here. Very bold. Have these guys taken any... No, they haven't taken any hits. Still alive. Yeah, they've taken hits. Yeah, they've taken hits. They probably... Not surprising. He's taking hits. Guys got wiped out here. Okay, well, let's see. Alright, so we're on turn 7. Let's watch the replay, enable the log first. Well, looks like the tank took a few hits. That. Wow, look at that. They got wiped out. Fucking hell. Where that one moved. I'll probably spotted it from some other position. Alright, let's see. Yeah, good thing I enabled a log, so you might not have to watch that again. But given how much stuff was going on there, very likely I will need to watch it again. Anyway, let's see. Look at the file. Well, this platoon in this side is now finished, but there's nothing else to support them, so they're gonna have to stay. I can't see what else I can do. Anyway, let's check suppression. These guys moving up, and as usual, I've got guys who are so far from the fight, it's ridiculous. I don't know how to avoid doing. I don't know how to avoid that. Is that my deployment, or is that my... I don't know. Anyway, suppression. Right, so let's check each one. Okay, we need to rally here. We can. That's bad. You already fuck. So does he have any? Well, this may be trouble. Really, the German troops I'm getting now, compared to in the early part, the first few play-by-mail battles were quite a bit more difficult. um, they're just not rallying the way I experienced in the first couple of battles. Maybe the first 2 or 3. I don't know. Random damage generator weirdness, I guess, is the only thing I can think of. Okay, so this version's good. Let's see. Enemy seen yet. Two enemies seen. That's odd. Well, pretty much down to 3 platoons now. One of them is actually in a good position if there's nothing facing them. I doubt that there is nothing facing them though. Really, honestly, I'm losing. What's the name of? Confidence in being able to play the Germans at my skill level. I thought I could maybe pull it off, but I'm gonna doubt it. Anyway, we'll keep trying. Got to play other nations, though. That's pretty much my conclusion. I don't think this is gonna work out for me in the long run. It's not giving me enough experience. More importantly, it's not allowing me to build up any confidence, and that's basically doing me in anyway. Probably worse than actually not playing well. Okay, yes, we got to rally, regardless of the fact that we are. Okay, that's these guys were just in the right place. Okay, the anti-tank rifle team is still in sight, although we can't see it yet. It's version 1, it's version 0. Alright, let's look around in it with a bit more focus on what we can see. Okay, he's not spotted anything yet, so that's a good sign. He's come at us from this direction yet. I don't know if it's a good sign or a bad sign. We'll assume it's a bad sign. Basically, I'm being pessimistic, as usual. Nothing's fired at us from that direction. That's kind of... So, we haven't seen anything here, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, I'm worried about mines in this area, and I'm not getting any real sense that there isn't any. can see one enemy. They can see one enemy. I need to get him onto the slope, but that's gonna be awkward. You might be better off moving down this side and around to there, and then into the tree cover. Okay, so these guys. Yeah, of course, my smoke arrived because it arrived so late. It wasn't exactly what I needed, but it was the best I could do. I think. Yeah, no, that was definitely the best I could do. Somebody kind of call it in faster. It's not too suppressed, so it should be spotting okay if there's anything to be seen. Scene one. How is it when we can see that? That's odd. What is that? LMG or team retreating. Okay, now we can expect mortar fire on these positions. We can't stay here. Don't know. Okay, the scouts are now blinded for this way because smoke in front of their faces. Not the wisest thing to do, but since whenever I do smart things. 4 enemies seen. I just drew the best I can. Sometimes it's inadequate, but it is. I am trying my best. I'm unintentionally playing badly. This is enemy. Okay, we can only see the one enemy there. You can see 4. These guys are armed to the teeth. Yes, at 1,000 points, the Germans are. You need a lot of experience to play them against the British. I'm sensing. I wouldn't say they're outmatched. Certainly, with a lot of experience and picking good combinations of units. Since you know what your opponent's going to have. Actually, it would be really cool if you didn't, you know. Of course, that's not how things worked in real life, so it wouldn't actually be realistic. But there could be a mode where you didn't actually know what the opponent was going to take, because it was if in some sort of a fictional battle situation. 2 enemies seen. Why? Okay, we've got an LMG here. He's ready. Which means he's probably got a range set. We can see him there. So if these guys open up, though. in, so he's gonna get hit with artillery again. Some visual contact. Don't know if he has any. He has rally points left. He does not. So he might be able to rally, and he doesn't need to be rallied. And I can't see anything in that position. And his position's probably been revealed already, so. See if he can see. Okay, you can still see him. He's retreating. Okay, well, I guess we need to figure out what we're gonna do. I don't see any point in these guys moving up that way anymore. I think they're gonna have to move towards the side, which is quite a huge change in direction for them. I don't know if we'll be able to get away with that though. So I think, yeah, so probably these ones should keep moving forward. Now, unfortunately, the next step here is a step into the unknown because nobody's going to be able to tell whether he's been seen from. Okay, because I can't get anybody in position to see if he gets shot from there. Is there anything I needed to look at in the anything that was? Let's have a look at the log, see if there's anything. Now this is really disgusting. I mean, the 38T was firing at the brain gun carrier when it moved up here. And this is just an indication of how the quality of the German troops are not very good. I mean, this moved up, and no, okay, that's not it. There was a different one. Okay, that's a different one. Yeah, but they did fire. Okay, okay. Well, the thing of it is, they were forced. Some of them. Okay, so one of the 38Ts was forced to fire 2 different targets, possibly. Yeah, probably, because they both fired at the brain carrier AT, so that would have reduced one of them's chances of getting a hit. Okay, so it wasn't the fact that they were just shit. They were actually it was actually just him being tactical there and actually moving things up, and then forcing them to divide their attacks. Whether he did want to do that intentionally in auto, that's what he got. It's actually the Schützen that took the Bren carrier anti-tank out with tank mines. But of course that left him quite suppressed, so because that's an assault, and an assault is bad. Assaulting things is bad for the assaulter. It takes a lot out of them, so they always take some suppression, or can take a lot of suppression from it actually. depending on how badly it goes. Because the first one failed, and then the second one was successful. But that's what allowed the the rifle single rifle section to come in and take them out. Okay. Yeah, because they would now there's that. Well, first place they would have divided their target. They switched to different targets, so that would have made them even less effective. They were sufficiently aware to actually opportunity fire when they showed up, but if I'm reading the log correctly, and then they hit with everything they had. 303s, 303 smileys, and 303 Bren, and bayonets, and the casualties were just disgusting. They were really taking 4 casualties at that point, and that was it. They were done. Yep. And they were done, and they dispersed. Yeah. It doesn't show that in the log, of course, because weirdness. Through all of that, the Kubelwagons did nothing. Fuck. That's weird. What was that at the end? Oh, okay, that's in the center. Real engineers. Alright, okay, well, what are we doing? Well, I guess we're gonna move forward here. Might as well try to let's see, you can see all the way down there. We're gonna put him in here, because if there's something here, it'll probably fire at him, but if it's over here, we'll see it. If it's over here, we'll have no idea. Oh well. And once again, I'm shocked that nothing happened yet. There's always a yet. It can happen. It can happen at any second. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh no, the opportunity fire happens immediately. Let's not get carried away now. Okay. So far nothing. Now, which way should he move? These guys are moving this way. So they should move, the scout should move this way as well. Okay, so over here. I'm reasonably confident this side is safe, so I'm going to move him quickly. Actually, we'll move him. Well, we'll move him after we move this one, because then he can probably move into that position. So who moves next is the question. Okay, if I leave that there. Let's put him here. Nothing opportunity fired. Which is scary. I don't know. Okay, so, as far as I can tell, there's nothing over here, so maybe we should divide our attention a little bit here, but I don't really want to have Okay, we can actually see that hex, so let's put him here. And this is the problem. I'm doing my recon very late in the battle, right? And that's just not how it should work. Doing some stuff very wrong here. I mean, I know the reason I'm doing stuff very wrong is because I have played the first tutorial from the Depot Academy, so which is the recon. But for some reason the actual battles are not quite how that scenario is set up, right? I mean, that scenario is very clear that yes, there's a recon phase and there's an actual attack phase, but everything in these so far in these play by emails is all jumbled up. I mean, I'm just not doing them in the order that I would expect. However, that battle, that first tutorial is 20 turns, whereas this one's only 15. So I guess in theory you should be pushing your recon far enough ahead, but then you'd never get anywhere. Like you're just not. There's just not enough turns without transport. 1,000 points, you just can't. You just don't have enough transport. So a lot of the rules seem to be a little bit broken at this level. I was gonna put him there, but maybe not. Just gonna keep him close enough to them. So don't know if I should move him in there because this is height 1, so you actually won't be able to see very much. You also will have good cover. So we're going to move him forward to there. Around. Just in case. Okay, now he moved in there. Nothing went boom, so there's... Well, there may not be any mines in there. We just don't know. The problem is this unit is not very experienced, so his ability to spot is quite... I've only got experience 68. His ability to spot is not very adequate. He's kind of at a... He's not quite out of basic training. I think 50s would be out of basic training, but so 60s is like, well, we've had a little bit of experience, but not quite enough. Now this one would actually be better at spotting the mines, but he's at 73. He's not that much higher though, so I don't know. Anyway, okay, I'm not gonna move him up there yet. Let's move the scouts first. I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do that, because if I'm going to move these guys towards this side now, then... the scouts should be over, they're moving this way, and in fact, pivoting these guys now would be really difficult. So this is why the... like, you know, there's a certain set of, like, I wouldn't call them rules, but, you know, standard operating procedure, I guess we'd call it, where you should have the scouts between the platoon and the enemy, or the possible enemy positions. But in actual situations, it's like, okay, that easily doesn't work out, because there's, like, I now feel like I need to rotate this unit, because I made obviously the problem is making the bad choice in the beginning. You need to know what you want to do at the beginning of the battle before you get yourself caught on the wrong foot. So, because I don't really think we have a chance of pushing towards that now. And mostly it will be just trying to hold on to these ones, and I think even that's going to be difficult. considering how many enemy units are in this area. This one is lost. There's no way I'm taking these back. There's absolutely no way I'm taking these back. There's this overwhelming force everywhere. So for the only place I haven't run into it is in this area, but I'm sure that's about to change. Okay, so if we're moving that way, then we don't really want to. Okay, well, if he's not going to move there, then it doesn't really matter. Because I don't know what's over here. I have nothing that can see into that area. Yeah, because of the crazy height 1 here. Yeah. Yeah, so because of the height 1, we can't actually see into those trees. Which is really bizarre when it comes right down to it. Line of sight is just so weird in the game. It's really difficult to wrap your head around it. Basically, you just have to accept that's how it works, but for a programmer, that's really quite difficult to do. It's like, why does it work that way? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I think what I want to do here, do I have a chance of pushing forward that way? If I do that, then I'm probably going to lose these ones fairly quickly. Okay, well, there's a few things that a few of the units that haven't moved here, so I think I'm gonna leave them there for the time being. It's not really needed yet. I need to have somebody who can see down that laneway. So he's still in line of sight. In the last turn yet he can do that. I mean in visual contact, not in line of sight. Obviously he's in line of sight. Yep, so this guy's in visual contact. If he moves forward, he'd still be in visual contact, so that's good. Okay, so what's it treating? Don't see anything here. And we don't have any targets left. Okay, they moved up there. Okay, so try to remember that, 50-17. So yeah, these guys don't have any target. They don't have a target anymore, so they've completely lost sight of the enemy units. There's this one that maintained target on the last thing he fired at, even though we can't actually see it because of the smoke. Yeah, so he's probably just charged up the hill using the smoke as cover. So he may actually be very close to you already. Okay, so we're gonna move this way then. these guys are moving that way. This guy's moving out into this position. He will do that right now. He's going to do his own recon. Because he gets impatient and says, ah, screw it, we're going to have a look. Doesn't see anything. Not necessarily a good thing. Sometimes it's better if the enemy just fires at you right away. It's a bit of a relief, you know, like now you have to go, okay, well, wait a second, when will this attack occur? When you least expect it. So I'm gonna move him this way. Scouts are now not in good position. I think I will push him that way, though. Let's see, one enemy so far. Let's we look around. I didn't look around with the other one. That's not good. Okay. He's still in visual now, so we'll leave him like that. Okay, so this is not helpful. And we've got an anti-tank unit up, anti-tank rifle unit up here. If he opens up, he's only got 4 movement points, so he's probably not moving. Okay, move him. What is he? He's the light Schützen, light infantry. Put him there. Let's hold up here. Let's move. Well, no, let's leave them there because they may not. Let's decide what we're going to do first. No, I think we want to move them up through there. This way. I've lost sight of that anti-tank unit. Now these were actually going to be pulled back because there's no point in having them this close. Their advantage is that they got a massive range. They got a range of 25 and they're probably effective to about 12, maybe even more than that. Because they're very accurate. They have fire control and rangefinder, so it's actually very bad to have them this close to the enemy, the way I'm using them, so in the Southland too I gotta correct that if I can. Don't know how though, it'd be difficult. Now, you could move out that way. There's an anti-tank unit here which I'm sure is set to range on something, because he knows we can take those out very easily with them. Okay, so let's send the Kuhlwagens around to this side, perhaps, or to the hill. Yeah, so they're suffering combat friction, so they're not going to have much movement available. How many casualties have these guys taken? Nothing there. One. There. Alright, so the Kuhlwagens are going to move around to this side. Actually, no, let's move them back to this area here. Can you see anything? What can you see? That is range 12. It's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, let's put the Kuhlwagens back there. This is not exactly good terrain for them, but what can we do? Anyway, let's just get him out of the way so we can move him here. Move him here. Oops, he's still pinned. Will he rally? Yes, he rallied, so we can move. Now, unfortunately, that means I cannot put this one in there because that was sort of a last known position. Okay, wait a minute. So that is 1, 2, 3. Okay, still in visual. That's okay. We can live with that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's have a see. Let's have a look at what we can see from that side. Pretty much, the trees on this side are not very helpful. There's too many trees on this side of the hill, so it's not very. It'd be easy to get stuff up there without being seen, and they'd be very good cover. So I'm going to move. Yeah, let's move them out of the way. Stick with that plan. They won't be in the action this turn, but that's alright. Where could they be seen from? Because, well, no, line of sight is the most tricky thing in the game. If he moves onto there, he probably will be spotted right away. But we gotta find out. Let's see. Okay, so line of sight in. Line of sight to that area. There was a mortar unit in there. I think this hill might be good position for them for the time being. I think the scouting duties are done. Okay. But I'm not going to put them on the hill just yet. We'll actually wait one turn. So one movement away from actually what we can do is put one of them in here. Yeah, I'm just making stuff up as I go now. in case you hadn't noticed. Yeah. But these units, the utility value of these units is very high to me, so I tend to do that with them. Like now, right as far as I'm concerned, the recon value is now almost nothing, well, almost nil. So their machine gun is what will help now. I think we'll go with that. It's as good an excuse as any, right? Yeah, put him in the trees, and hopefully we don't get a breakdown. Now, you only get a breakdown when you move. You don't get a breakdown. You get a breakdown in the hex they're trying to move from, so you get stuck in there. Like this is not good for them. The chance of getting a breakdown in this type of terrain for a wheeled vehicle. So for some reason that's really hard to say. Wheel vehicle. Sounds like sounds like Chekhov with his fake Russian accent. Wait, that's not zoomed out enough. Yeah, don't want them to be seen. Right, I don't want them to be seen. Don't want to be seen this turn. Let's see what develops. Okay, so they moved there. I'm trying to figure out if I can get away with moving. No, probably not, because that one is there. LMG team is retreating. I can't actually see that from there. Right. All the movement's done there. Maybe I made too many rash choices. I don't know. Okay, so these guys cannot stay in this position. They need to move. Question is where. Actually, what I should do... Let's see how effective this is. Only 3%. Well, I don't even know what weapon that is with. So we can do that, and we're going to try with this one. Oh, wait a minute. If I fire again, he's probably not going to be able to move, so let's make sure we can do that. And these units are kind of interesting. I'm pretty fairly certain I'm not using them, the weapon I'm pretty certain I'm not using them very well. That's first time ever using them. This is the only German unit I know of that can actually move and fire its mortar at the same time. I wonder if that's partly due to the fact it's supposed to be an elite unit. 70% is elite? No, I don't think so. 101 morale. Wow. I have never seen anything that high. Well, actually, because we had a plus 10 experience bonus. So it just goes to show how low the base experience was for this battle group, because I got a plus 10, yeah, it's not really an elite unit. It's just more experienced. And also the kind of the purchase screen is a bit misleading. Wish I had more control over that, over how you can adjust the experience a little bit better. I know you can actually, but it's a global thing. You have to set it. You have to set it up as part of the battle, and then you can't just adjust each unit that you're buying, which would be really handy. Okay, so these guys are not in really useful positions anymore because they can't see shit, so, okay, well, I'm sure wherever I move them now, they're going to get shot at. So, scout's gotta do what a scout's gotta do. Well, he is better off in the trees, but I'm pretty certain there's gonna be something here. Nope. Wrong again. In a good way. But death will just come later. Can't really move without being seen by that guy. So what do we got here? We got a brain carrier and a brain carrier. Very, very fast. These guys aren't so bad. I mean, they have a brain on them, but they've quite short range and not too worried about them yet. Yes, I know I moved in my infantry without. I should be moving the scouts first. On this side, we got almost no scouts at all, so it probably doesn't matter that much. Okay, so let's move these infantry first. It's pinned. He can't rally. If I might get another opportunity if I could move him closer. Otherwise, he's going to get hit by mortars again. And this is a result of one, rash move. You don't really get to make that many. one is plenty. Especially against an experienced opponent, it's yeah. Well, I mean, things I've done wrong in the south side of the map is not enough recon. I have the motorcycle units, but they're not really what I need. They're normal-sized infantry units, so they're just a little bit easy to spot. Too easy to spot. These 2-man and 4-man ones are quite handy for that, being able to move around without. Most of the time, they don't get spotted. Because only one I'm going to be able to try to rally him again is moving. Can he move? Yeah, he could move over there. Okay, so let's do that. Let's put him here. I don't know if there's anything there. Don't think if I can see. Nope, so he's gonna find out the hard way. Look around. So, really seen by that. He's not in line of sight of a lot of units except for that one. I didn't look around with these guys. Let's see, 2. Probably can't stay in this position with these guys anyway. They should have been spotted by now. Oh, come on! Yeah, you should do better than that. Ooh, LMG team destroyed. Okay, I take it back. They did a hell of a lot better than that. Wow. Okay, the first shot seemed to be really bad, and then the second one was dead on. Yeah, let's just check. They were actually destroyed. Yes, they have disappeared. Okay, so these they should move. So only one enemy seen. What is the chance of hitting? 58%. I like those because he's out in the open and he's actually not moving. How is that possible? I must have missed him. How is he in that position? Because he wasn't. Oh, never mind. The magic of my experienced opponent is at work here. Because that unit must have been sitting there for a while for it not to have moved. And I did not see it. Yeah. Good old me, yes. So that enables them to engage that if they need to. Can't see anything. They can only okay, they can only see that one, so see it? We cannot see it. Should I take another shot? Won't be able to move then. And I definitely need him to move. So we have a MG section there. It's moving bloody fast, so he must have just unloaded it now. Must have unloaded it this turn, which means it shouldn't be able to fire. Not in line of sight of anybody, so I should be able to move him to there. That is actually behind that side 15 slope, so, and there's trees all around. 20, 15, yeah, so he can actually move forward to there. And to there. Gives away that somebody's moved into that hex, but I'm hoping he won't be able to do anything about it just yet. Unless, of course, he's targeting that hex anyway, in which case those guys are dead because they've been moving very fast. You know, I psych, what can I say? Because think of a worst thing you could do, then I would probably do it. Okay, so we can actually move him. I don't know if these guys are suppressed enough that we could actually move someplace useful here. This is a slope, so even though it's a road, we should get better concealment, but I don't know. Do I want to do that? Is there any point? Is there any point of putting him out there? Actually, I'm going to leave him there. Maybe we'll move next turn. We'll see. Okay, so we'll leave that. We'll leave the scout there. We'll move him to here, I think. Yeah. Put him over here. Move him over here. I can still see that. Okay, forgot about him. I forgot about him. That came from somewhere over here. Oh, from there, okay. So apparently we haven't put enough suppression on him. That's what we had. Alright, well, that's enough of that, I think. Making the right mess of that. Oh well, that's okay. When it comes down to just firing at things, I'm okay with that, but actually figuring things out, I'm not so good with that. Still pinned. Will he rally? Yes. Actually, he's fully. He's actually not. Doesn't have any combat friction on him. His chance of getting that 11%. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay. Something else may have moved up here. Nope. And they're destroyed. Okay, so now what are we gonna do? Let's see, we can take these guys out. Uh, 6%. Gotta be kidding me. Oh, these units are terrible. Fuck. 60% experience. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, that was sufficient. They must have been quite more suppressed than what I thought. Okay, so that leaves us a little bit of breathing room here, but not really enough. Not really enough. These guys should be moved further back because they're just way too close. There's too many boys anti-tank rifles around, and they quite. Well, actually, I mean, even rifle fire will take the Kubo wagons out. So, right. Still trying to decide whether I want to risk moving him closer, try to rally him. I don't know what good that would do because I don't know if he'd have any movement left to recover from that position. You can actually fire at him, so it's not bad. Let's try it. I'm not sure we can be seen from by that one though. Can't be seen from there, so chances of being seen from this hex are about the same, I think. Alright, no enemy seen. Let's see if we can EV kill a rally this time. Rally attempt fails. Okay, so they're all screwed now. Alright, I'm gonna move him back here. Actually, he's better on the slope. Let's leave him there. They're retreating. They already pulled back, so I don't think they'll fire, but you never know. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Fucking hell. Oh, wow. They were destroyed. What the? Okay, well, that's somewhat satisfying after that stupid mistake. Are there ever any smart mistakes? I guess there are, you know, if it turns out you make a lot of money off it or something. I mean, some inventions were discovered by accident. But whether they were stupid mistakes or not, that's kind of debatable. Let's see if you will rally. We'll try now. Yeah, he's rallied. Okay, so that's destroyed quite a few units there. It's not balancing it out very well yet. This must be the one that we hit. So we can't be seen by those. They have to move. If they move, actually we can hit that one. Okay. If you want to try that, if we move the tanks, so these guys have to move back. We'll leave them there for the moment. And let's see the tanks get any shots here. 30%. Oh, you're kidding me! Come on, it's just. It's a lightly armored Bren carrier, for fuck's sakes. Unbelievable. Okay, the turret is damaged. That's very likely the Bren is now out of action. the bow-mounted Brin. We can hope for that. Actually, no turret damage. There's no turret on that. Anyway, let's try another shot. And he misses the second shot. Let's have a look. Experience 74. I mean, that's above average. Come on. Wow. Oops. Now, the range is 10 hexes. That should be alright. Okay, so there was one battle where the 38Ts were getting, really good shots at 10 to 15 hexes. It was quite surprising, but I think that was probably due to the fact that the experience was significantly higher. Possibly even an armor command. Problem is, if he has to move, like he actually has the best chance of getting a hit. It only went up to still 50%. Try one more shot, and it missed. Unbelievable. Yeah. So the first attack was 28%. It was actually because it was 30% unmodified, so the modified chance was 28%. The log in the log file actually shows gives the actual chance of a hit. And it went up to 37% for the second shot, and then 47%, and they still couldn't get a shot. Well, hopefully we've knocked out something. I don't know what it could be though, because there's no turret on a Brin carrier, so I don't know what the turret hit was. I don't know what the turret hit could have been. Alright, okay, we've got another opportunity to move in and try that again, but I don't know. So he's gonna have to move quite a lot to get there. I don't think he can see it from... I move here. Okay, wow, we can do it with one hex movement, so maybe we got a chance at 10%. Fuck. Now these are all Brin carriers, so there's no anti-tank capability. Careful, I need to maintain... Actually, since he's moved, that's sufficient. He's already moved, so you might not need to worry about it. Okay, 13%. You gotta be kidding me. These experiences is actually lower than the other one. Keeping in mind that this is actually the section leader. Well, the platoon leader. No, section leader. The Germans had two tanks in a section. Wow. So what was the actual chance of a hit there? See that? That was 14%. So now I gotta worry about where the... So I've lost sight of the two cruiser tanks. So they've probably moved up quite quickly here. They're probably right behind this hill already. If they move up, then we're dead. Because they're at... From what I've seen, the 2-pounder is a really good gun. But I think a lot of it is just math and random luck. So now, what I don't want to have. Don't want to have a condition where last time I saw the cruiser tanks, they were in this area here. That's just one hex, not too much of a threat. Okay, MG Carrier Mark 1. Okay, so I don't know who's seen that. I have to figure that out in a moment. I just noticed that. That's how good I am at this game. I just noticed it's probably been seen by somebody on the hill over here. Okay, so that's not too bad. Be seen by from that hex there. Now that was at 10 hexes. Okay, so we are done. Unfortunately, I've used up all of my shots. I may not get any opportunity shots. That's not a good thing. Now, let's have a look to see who can see that. Unless, of course, it was visible to somebody before, and they've moved now and can no longer see it. That's very likely. That's probably what's happened. Oh, from way back here. Now, I'm pretty sure I looked around with this guy and he didn't see anything else, so we'll see those. Not so much for him. Alright, I think that's it. So, the cool buggers are going to move back a little bit. These guys cannot stay in these positions either. Question's where to put them. Now this position is a lost known position, so it might be mortars landing on it. Okay, so could be hit from way back here. Don't see anything in that line of sight at the moment. Whoops. But really, we can't stay here. Don't know what to do. Yeah, they probably need to move over here to support this platoon because I don't see. And then we'll use the cool wagons as back here, maybe in the trees. We'll move them back to here initially. They'll have line of sight to over here. That's what is this Mark 1 MG carrier Mark 1 here? Let's see. It's got 33 Vickers on it. Very nasty. Very nasty. Problem is there's no cover here, so there's really not much in a way we can do. Okay, what we're going to do then is send the cool wagons back. Well, no, let's move the infantry. Well, the motorcycle units, they're not really infantry. Well, they are infantry. They are infantry. Because there's no crew. It's not really considered a vehicle. It's not really considered a vehicle because there's no crew. Although, I mean, it shows it as a vehicle here, so I don't know. I mean, it doesn't show infantry that way, so... Yeah, infantry doesn't get that, so it's very, very confusing. Got 2 kills. Somehow. I don't know where that came from. Alright, so I gotta be careful how I move this one because yes, let's put him over here. That'll put him out of communication for a short while. He's quite a wounded unit, so I think it's probably wise not to So the smoke will not cover us at all, which means that we will be spotted when we move through here. Technically, if I move there, I would actually be... No, I wouldn't. there for the moment. Just gets them out of our last known positions. Because that hex was, I'm fairly certain they would have seen. Well, my opponent wouldn't know there was an enemy unit in there, because the replay would give it away anyway. But he would have lost sight of it after that, and then you could guess there's still something there, or maybe not. That would be 6 to there. To the top of the hill in that area. That's the shortest range we'll have. Probably an 11 range when it comes down to setting ranges. Trying to decide whether to put him further back even. Because the range is going to be that high that it doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's put him as far back as possible. May not help. Let's see what he can see this way. Doesn't help this side at all. So if anything moves up through the trees here, we're not going to see it. All right, I think that's mostly it. Artillery. We do need to decide artillery. Actually, I think I should move him forward. Yeah, because he's the one who hasn't moved. Oh, yeah, he's still there, right? Shit. Yeah, I didn't suppress that enough because the GMG-34s were just not effective. So anyway, now these positions are completely compromised because they saw me. Yeah, let's put them there, so at least the commander doesn't, the platoon leader doesn't get suppressed. Okay, let's have a look at artillery. What do we got? What do we got left? Probably not a lot. 0 smoke. 2 HE, 20 smoke, 33 HE. No smoke left there, 33 HE. We can fire something if there's anything useful to fire at. Got 4 smoke left here. Zoom out, see if there's anything worthwhile that might be worth dropping something on. So that's been sitting there for a while. I don't have much smoke, so that's probably not the most useful thing, and I think there's too much smoke around it anyway. Yeah, you can reach a point where there's too much smoke and it's not very useful for figuring out what's going on. Okay, so, yeah, once I've lost sight of a lot of the units here, there was a, it's 5017. Question is, was he moving? I don't know, because I couldn't actually get a proper visual on him. Yeah, so he's going to get hit with artillery. That's surely going to get wiped out. Though the smoke might give him a little bit of cover, I hope. I really can't see any tasty targets for wasting artillery ammo on. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, these guys are moving, so what are the chances of them staying in that position? It's unloaded the MG, so chances are it's going to stay in that position, I think. Nobody else can see it yet. Because only these scouts can see it. Well, the MG is a dangerous, very dangerous. Okay, so yeah, let's hit that. It was moving. So yeah, he must have unloaded it. It's moving very fast, so he must have unloaded it. Actually, it was moving faster before. How does that change? I don't know. Very weird. Now, after you watch the replay, sometimes things change. I think I don't really understand why that is. Okay, so. He's out of fucking contact. Ah! Unbelievable. Oh, man. Oh, you gotta... The random number generator is just not giving me any favors anymore. It's like, yeah, in computing we have for computer hackers there's like not crackers, hackers, the guys who make things, you know, critical need detectors. I think this game has critical need detectors. Okay, I think the player might need to use these OBS team, these observer team now. Yeah, yeah. And nobody else has decent artillery. I think. Yeah, he's 75. Nobody else is gonna even be able to come close to that. Yep. Not a chance. Okay, well, that's fucking useless. Just trying to think of a appropriate thing to say to that, but that is just typical. Absolutely typical. But that's how it is, right? I mean, the things that you need at the house are not always there when you need it. But I do think the game is overdoing it a bit lately. Okay, so no artillery. Because there's absolutely no point. There's no point in calling any artillery in that's going to arrive. The earliest I could do is this one, which would arrive. The A0 unit can call in stuff which would arrive at the beginning of the next turn, as opposed to at the end of this turn. Well, technically the beginning of my next turn. Would arrive at the beginning of my next turn as opposed to the end of the enemy's next turn. If that makes sense. So it's close. I mean, it's the difference is it's the difference between arriving at the end of this turn or the beginning of next turn. This is really the executive summary for that. So it's not that bad. Yeah, so these guys, they're out of smoke, they're out of smoke. Question is, who's going to actually fire that? Because it's an iffy target. If it doesn't stay there, though, then it's a bit of a waste. So let's see, who shall we use? 32. Probably want to use somebody that's got a fairly decent amount. Oh, they're only about 30 range right now. Yeah, we'll use him. And then if it works, we may lay some more on him, but that's going to arrive slower. Why? No! Oh man. Okay. Should I even bother? No, let's not bother. Let's not bother. Let's forget it. It doesn't matter. Let's see what happens, and then we'll work with that. It might be better targets. Let's not waste ammo, just for the sake of wasting it. I mean, we're only on turn 7. There's a hell of a lot of turns left, so we might need that ammo later. All right. I think that's it. So we'll just check our ranges. Why is it going over there? Yeah, there we go. Is he going to move again? No, because he needs to stay. I want him to stay in visual contact with that one. Range 3. These guys have not had any combat yet. I think that's probably going to change fairly soon. Reset to 3. Reset to 3. And 3. Oh, I just realized I put this one in the X that's is a last known position. Not good. one will cover the lead here, so we'll set that target, set as a target, which will set it at 5. That's a bit long, but we'll risk it. Now the anti-tank rifle team was here. Okay, so we'll leave that at 3. Yeah, okay. Sorry, was just thinking of a possibility there, but nah. Okay, so we can't actually. Range 8 should still be alright. I'm gonna have to count. Okay, 8 is enough. No, not the TV show. Yeah, you'd have to be of a certain age to remember that. And maybe you don't want to either. 9 hexes. Yep, and that's 9, so we'll leave it like that. It's a bit long, but we'll have to do. 11 hexes, that's a bit extreme. Honestly, I'm not sure what they would opportunity fire with if they did. Probably the LMG. I don't. Well, the rifles are well, the rifles are not likely. That's a bit long range. Like, a bit long range. that is a very long range for the rifles. It's only 12 hexes, so 11 hexes. Yeah, let's shorten that down to 11. That's 10. That should give me some covering fire for some hexes over here as well, so maybe we can see them. Yeah, from this side. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. I don't think he's going to survive. Because there's bound to be more artillery fire landing on him now, so. Do I want to leave the range at 5? I don't think so. Yeah, okay. No, it's not. So we set to 3. And 3 is good. And leave that at 3, because I'm now enabled his rifle, which is. Well, it's not usual practice for me, but that's desperate times, as they say. Range 3. More concerned with him being able to hit things on this side, which is nothing. So when, yeah, okay, that covers that, but. You'd have to have a range set to 7 or 8, which is a a bit desperate. Well, desperate times. Let's set it to 8. I don't think it'll actually opportunity fire at range. It's just not likely. But well, let's set it to 8. There's possibilities of him shooting at stuff that might come up on here. 3 is plenty. Yeah, you only gotta be able to. You only needs to be able to attack up to these hexes anyway. We'll leave it at 10, I think. That is exactly 10 hexes, so why not? Yeah, leave it at 10. Was at 6. Leave those. Okay, we want these longer. Actually, you want them very long. You said there's about 11. Let's set to 12. That's probably not very effective, I think, but you never know. I've seen it being effective at that range, but that was probably special circumstances, like different, more experienced units and things like that. So it's really hard to measure and judge whether things will work all the time. For me, anyway. Right, that's it. Let's end the turn. Take our next damage. Yep. Hey, didn't get any casualties it looked like. And I'm glad I moved those. Alright, so,